Hi crafty friends, welcome to the Crafty Seas. Today we'll be showing you how you can use fun foam and gilding flakes to make these beautiful cards. We'll also be showing you how you can add some texture to your projects by embossing foam, how to make your own 3D foam shapes, and how to apply gilding flakes to foam. So stay tuned and let's get crafting. What you'll need are some gilding flakes, some fun foam, double-sided adhesive sheets, some die-cut foam shapes and an embossing folder. And we're using these pre-made foam shapes from Crafter's Companion, but don't worry, we'll also be showing you how you can make your own. And these are basically a sheet of foam with adhesive on both sides, and they have been die-cut into different forms. The first thing we're going to do is put some anti-static powder onto our piece of scrap paper and onto the foam pad itself. We're hoping that this will prevent some of the gilding flakes sticking where we don't want them to, because anyone who's used gilding flakes in the past will know it's a very messy craft and they tend to go everywhere. So make sure you don't have any windows open or a fan going when you're using them. So we're just going to remove one side of the adhesive backing from the shapes and we're going to apply the gilding flakes using some tweezers. And you can apply one colour of gilding flakes, a mixture, or you can also create your own mix in a separate tub, mixing a few different shades of gilding flakes to create a beautiful blend. It's up to you, just have fun and experiment with them. And you'd like to apply a nice generous layer over the top of the area you want to be gilded. And once you're happy with the coverage, you're just going to grab the sponge and buff the gilding flakes off. So all that excess will just flake away and you'll be left with a lovely shiny surface. And you can just gather up all those little excess bits of gilding flakes and put them onto another part of the project. We'll keep on gilding these foam shapes, and stay tuned as we'll be showing you how to make your own and how you can use them in a project. Once you've got all your shapes gilded, you can just pop them out and peel off the backing, and that's them ready to stick onto your project. And what do you think? Isn't this gorgeous? Look at the shine when it catches the sun. Beautiful. But if you don't have the Crafter's Companion ones, don't worry, we'll show you how to make your own. So if you grab a sheet of foam and some double-sided adhesive sheets, you can get these online. So peel off the backing of one side of the adhesive and stick your foam to it. And then repeat this process so both sides are covered with the adhesive backing. And then you're just going to cut your foam and remove the sticky from one side. And we're just going to repeat the same process with our gilding flakes. So just completely cover the surface you want to gild, and here we're using a lovely mix of blue, magenta pink and purple tones. And once you've got a nice coverage, you're just going to buff that back and reveal the beautiful gilded finish. And then you're going to take this sheet and you can die cut any shape that you want. You can make butterflies, hearts, any die at all. You can just run it through your die cutting machine, and we didn't use any special combinations. We just used the same configuration we would as if we were cutting an intricate die. So for our Gemini, that was just our base plate, our foam that we wanted to cut with the die, the plastic shim, and then the top plate on top. And don't worry, all the little bits of excess, if you just grab a brush and gather them all together, you can just keep repeating this process with spare pieces of foam or double-sided adhesive until you gather them all up, or you can just simply put them back into a pot to use another day. So now we've got our butterflies and our sentiments ready. The next step for the card is to emboss our background. So for this, we're using a piece of foam with some double-sided adhesive on one side and an embossing folder, and we've just ran that 2D embossing folder through the same as you would if it was paper inside, and we've just mat and layered that up here onto a piece of coordinating cardstock and added a few gemmies and a little touch of pink on one, and this one we've just kept the foam plain white. So what do you guys think? Do you like this technique? Is it something that you might try? We think it's stunning, and in the sunlight the gilding flakes are just beautiful, and it's a fun way that you can try using foam in your crafting to incorporate it into some greeting cards. And we made these cards as part of the challenge #PBC Alphabet Challenge 24, hosted by Hilary at Pink Bubble Cards, for the prompt F for felt or foam. And as you can see, we went for F for foam, and it's a super fun challenge which will get your creative juices flowing and hopefully get you using your craft stash in a different way. So make sure to check out the links below to see our other creations, and you can follow along using the hashtag to see everyone else's makes. A huge thank you for watching today. Please like, subscribe and ring that bell, and until next time, happy crafting!